What's up YouTube, Tenchi Arizonia, the angry Dracolope of the Jackalope crew here, and for today's video I have a product from Perkin Knives to share with you, and it comes in this nice little leather sheath. But before I get onto this, you may notice I'm sounding a little bit hoarse or chesty or wheezy. That is because I am still recovering from a damn cold. So please bear with me, guys. Anyway, let's get on with the video, shall we, regarding what's in this sheath. Well, what is in this sheath is the Perkin Knives TN300 UK legal folder. The blade length on this, according to the website, is 2.9 inches. The blade material is 1095 high carbon steel. And the handle material is micarta, which is a bluish purple. It's a very nice handle, actually. This knife is rather thick, but is it actually a UK legal knife? Is it actually 2.9 inches as advertised? Because as you can see, this boy is thick. That is a thick blade. Well, the handle's thick. Anyway, I have a tape measure here. As you can see, I've got it extended out to 4 inches. Let's see if this blade, the TN300 from Perkin Knives, is actually UK legal. I will actually rest it here on the handle scale, and as you can see, yes, it is in fact 2.9 inches long. So, they're not lying about that. They're actually being extremely honest about that. It also has a 90-degree spine, so you could use it to strike a ferro rod. Now, how sharp does it come? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have some old takeaway menu here, what I sliced up. Let's see how sharp it is. Well, I would say that that is serviceably sharp. Definitely serviceably sharp. And that's just standard menu paper, so let's try something a little bit different. Something that I have always had trouble cutting. If I can get a piece of it. Phone book paper. I just got one. I've just got one sheet here. Now, I'm not expecting to be able to cut this because I never do a good job with this. But let's see how this knife does. Well, I think that proves it. Yeah, sharp knife. And this is a couple of weeks after I've got it, and I've been playing with it for a while, so yeah, you can see I sometimes have trouble getting it started, but when I do, it will cut phone book paper. At least when I get the angle right. I have got another piece here. Let's try it again on a clean piece. See if I can get it right again. Yeah, it will cut phone book paper. It's not got the best edge on it. Could certainly do with some stropping, but it will definitely cut phone book paper. Anyway, let's get that shite out of the way. Don't worry, we'll be cleaning up after this video. So, how thick is the spine on this knife? Well, again, I'm going to refer to my tape measure. I had it the wrong way around. The knife blade is about 3 mils thick. So, that's about the same as a Mora, guys, and this is a folding knife. Let's see how thick the handle is. And I do have a gripe with the handle. I'll get to that in a bit, though. I had the tape measure upside down again. The handle of the knife is about 3/4 of an inch thick. That's not too shabby. It is a comfortable handle. However, as I said, I do have a gripe. The channel where the blade goes, The edges of the liners have not been rounded over. They are extremely sharp and could cut into you if you ran your finger down them. That is not a good thing for a folding knife, guys. However, this knife was actually reduced. It's supposed to retail at around £69. I paid £32 for this on the Perkin Knives website. I'll get back to this and show you a bit more. That is a relatively good edge. It could definitely do with some stropping, I ain't gonna lie. There are some rough spots on this blade, which is surprising, as I haven't really done much cutting with this knife yet. And the cutting edge, I don't know how well it will show up on camera, but as you can see, the cutting edge is relatively highly polished. Let's try this piece, which still has some of the original there. And that's one of my neighbours fucking around on a motorcycle. Yeah, the edge is sharp. It's just a little bit of a rough spot on it. And I really do not understand that, because if I angle that edge in the light, you can see that's a really nicely polished edge. And it's like that on both sides. So I don't understand why it's having a few snags here and there. Maybe I was just hitting the Picasso. Oh, there's definitely a rough spot in this blade. Definitely a rough spot. But given the fact that I don't know where this knife is made, because although Perkin Knives is a UK company, none of their products are made within the UK. Given the fact I don't know where this blade is made, and given the fact I don't know for certain if it is 1095 steel or not, I think it's performing fairly well. Now, I know what you're going to say. Check the tang for a steel stamp. Do you see any stamp on the tang of this blade other than the Perkin Knives stamp right there? No, I didn't think so. So the only thing I have to go on, aside from what Perkin Knives tell me on their website, and they tell me it's $10.95 on their own website, the only other thing I have to go on is my experience with $10.95. And I do say here, even though I've had experience with $10.95, this does not meet the experience I've had with other $10.95 blades. That being said, it could just need a strop. So I'm going to give Perkin Knives the benefit of the doubt and say that in all likelihood, guys, I'm getting another bit of phone book paper here. I think in all likelihood, this blade is in fact 1095 steel. And it's actually pretty well sharpened, I think. Yeah, given it's cutting through phone book paper still. So what do I think about this knife? Well, the obvious thing notwithstanding being that I don't know the country of origin of this knife, although I do have my suspicions of where it might be made. The fact that they are not actually listing the steel on the tang of the blade, and the only thing on the tang, if I can actually show it, is the branding of Perkin. Well, I'm going to have to give them the benefit of the doubt and just take it on faith that this is actually 1095 steel. For the price of £32, this knife is worth a shot. However, if it was at the full price of £69, I probably wouldn't buy this. That being said, do Perkin Knives deserve the bad reputation that they get quite often? Honestly, guys, I don't think they do. I mean, I can't usually get any cuts on phone book paper, And I am getting cuts, albeit not very good ones. I think that's just down to my technique. So yeah, I don't think they're lying about the steel on this one. I've had 1095 blades before, and this looks as they look. The edge feels like my Tops Tybo edge, which is 1095 steel. And you've seen how well polished the edge bevel is on this knife. It is a UK legal folder. However, given how bulky this is, I would hesitate to carry this. Because even though it is 2.9 inches, on my tape measure, it might not be 2.9 inches on a police officer's tape measure. And it is honestly down to the discretion of an officer if you have reasonable cause to have a knife on you. So my advice, if you want to carry a knife, get something smaller than this. Get a traditional folder like a Rough Rider Stockman. I have one of those as well. And yeah, if you want one of these in your collection, that's fine. Perkin Knives do have a good range of blades. Their Damascus blades, I'm pretty sure, are produced in Pakistan. And it could be the same for this knife here. The tang stamp for the branding is similar to another company. I'm not going to name that company because I don't know how they operate or if they are sourcing their knives from the same place. But Perkin Knives, yeah, I think a lot of their Damascus knives are probably from Pakistan. This knife is good, but there is room for improvement in the construction of this folding knife. Namely, rounding over the edges of the liner so they are not sharp. Anyway, that being said, that has been the Perkin Knives TN300. And I have fortunately got through this video without having a coughing fit. Anyway, that's all for now. If you like it, please subscribe, comment, and share. And remember, be good to each other.